Hello everyone, hope you're having a good day. I am Mostafa Didar Mahadi and I'm here to present our paper, A Deep Gaussian Process for Forecasting Crop Yield and Time Series Analysis of Precipitation based in Munchiganj district of Bangladesh, which got accepted for presentation at the 2020 IEEE IGAR-SS. So let's take a look at the content we're going to cover today. And without any further ado, Let's take a look at the background of our study. So the study was conducted in Munchiganj district of Bangladesh. As you all know, Bangladesh has a tropical monsoon climate and has a low flat topography. So inundations and landslides occur mostly in the monsoon seasons, and harvestable crops are damaged every year due to frequent flooding. And we also know that the agricultural sector has been the main source of Bangladesh's economy and still is contributing to around 17% of our GDP. It provides employment to 45% of the labor force. The rural people's livelihood mainly depend on agriculture, and the number is almost 84%. Bangladesh has been ranked as the seventh most vulnerable to climate risk by the Global Climate Risk Index of 2019. And over past 2 decades, from 1895 to 1980, 0.310 degree centigrade temperature has been increasing annually, and around 13.4 crore people out of the 16.5 are susceptible to declining living standards, and it is estimated that an increase of 1 millimeter per month's rainfall and 10 degrees centigrade can lead to rise of approximately $4 to $15 for net crops per hectare, which is a very big amount for a country like Bangladesh. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the data description. So we had primarily used Landsat 5 and Landsat 7 to collect satellite image data for potato crops. And we had used 8 images from the year 2010 to 2011 and 1 image from each growing season from these years, between these years. The ground truth data was collected from Departmental of Agricultural Extension. And for the precipitation data analysis, we had used the CHIRPS station data, which we collected from Google Earth Engine. And the ground truth data was collected from Bangladesh Meteorological Department, and 2,808 images were used between the years 1981 to 2019. So for the yield prediction, we used a Gaussian process, which is a non-parametric probabilistic model, which is also known as a collection of random variables on top of an LSTM and a CNN network. So the shortage of training data was resolved by applying a dimension reduction technique, assuming a permutation invariance, which includes treating raw images as pixel count histograms. And these histograms were then trained on convolutional neural networks and long short-term memory networks. So here we can look at the RMSE, root mean square errors of the models without the Gaussian process and with the Gaussian process in it. For the time series analysis of precipitation, we had used again an LSTM network, and for the loss function we had used a mean square logarithmic error loss function, and for the activation function we had used rectified linear units. We had used an RMS prop optimizer. We trained it for 10 epochs, kept a batch size of 25, trained on 2,220 samples, validated on 536 samples, and achieved a validation loss of 0.433. Here we can look at the mean precipitation in millimeters by year, by quarter, by month, and by day. And we can see between June, July, August, we have the maximum rainfall in our country. And in here we can see the actual prediction in green versus the predicted precipitation for our study. So what can be done? What can be done with the study? So we can take better decisions, we can improve policy making, we can increase sustainability as automation and innovation is introduced, we can reduce the cost it takes to monitor the crops, we can combat climate change, we can take risk mitigation strategies, even farmers can be introduced to crop insurances, it could save livelihoods. So the applications are profound. So here is a look at our team, the awesome team, and we are open to questions. So thank you for your time. Hope you have a good day.